have a very quick little video. I'm trying to do a few short videos every week and then maybe have like a longer one towards the end of the week or every other week. So today's just going to be a short little 10-minute video about some new makeup that I recently found. I don't buy a lot of makeup. I usually try to wait until I have product empties, or if I know something is about to be really empty, so that I don't have to like go a week or two without mascara before I find a new one. So I was scrolling on Facebook the other day and I found a really cool new brand. This is Besame Cosmetics. Let me see if I can hold the little Mickey Mouse guy. So they are a vintage beauty inspired brand. I'm gonna pull up on my phone a little information. I did research on them before I decided to purchase, read their About Me page, found some articles on them, and they seem like a really, really cool brand. So they were founded by cosmetic historian and designer Gabriela Hernandez. She immigrated to the US from Buenos Aires when she was 12 years old, and she was always fascinated with her grandmother's old school beauty routine. Maybe like a few months ago, all those old videos of like how they did wallpaper and how they made foundation colors and blush and lipstick were kind of floating around, and I was absolutely obsessed with those videos. I thought it was so cool to see how they did things before they had all of these like automated machinery gadget sort of production lines. And it was just like, there was such an artistry and a beauty to it. And so when I was reading about her being inspired by her grandmother's makeup routine, I thought it was super interesting and very cool. So she ended up getting a fine arts degree from the Art Center in Pasadena, and she became a photographer and an art director before she kind of decided to move into this makeup. So the brand is really cool. All of the makeup is made and produced within California, so it is American made. It was founded in 2004. It's cruelty-free, it's created for sensitive skin, and it doesn't have any gluten, parabens, or mineral oils within it, and it's women-owned and family-operated. So I just thought it was super cool. Oh, they also do minimal waste and packaged to be displayed proudly, but also something really interesting. So the mascara, especially, where's the logo? So the mascara here, it you can repurchase the little cake that comes into it, as opposed to purchasing a whole new mascara product. And so you're really limiting the amount of waste and like just crap you're putting into the world, because they allow you to just purchase a cake to refill your tin. So you're not just like buying tin after tin after tin and just like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. And so I think it's very interesting. So I got 3 products. I've got the mascara, obviously, and then I purchased this rouge in Crimson 704, and the mascara is just plain black. They also have a purple and a brown. And then I was supposed to go to Disney World before all of this weirdness started, and unfortunately I did have to postpone the trip. And so, you know, I had just purchased or I just went thrifting and found a few like Disney World sweaters to bring to Disney World, so I wouldn't feel tempted to buy new ones while I was there. And so when I was on the website, they had done a collaboration with Disney and Mickey Mouse, and it's the old school Mickey Mouse. It is so cool and it's so cute. I got the color MM249, which is Mickey Mouse red, and you can see here it is like, she's red. I put her on like one day and oh my goodness, so red, absolutely bright, bomb. So I'll swatch that in a second. First I wanted to start with the mascara though, because I think it's really interesting. So obviously you have the cake in here, and it does come with this little brush here. It's very small, and I don't know if you're really supposed to apply it with this little brush. I haven't even used it once. Obviously I'm taking it out of the plastic. But it's a very cute little brush. I have been thinking about it because you do have to wet this little cake in here. Mine is kind of wet because I just used it, so I don't know if I really want to pick it up. So here's the cake. So you have to wet the cake and kind of like mush it around a little bit to get kind of a paste going. So I think I'll be using this for that because it's a little bit easier to kind of get into the tin there with using this brush as opposed to using a mascara wand. So what I did is this mascara wand is one that I had from a previous mascara tube, and I really liked the wand. The mascara was so-so, but I did like the wand because it's really thin, so it lets me get some really like thin lashes. I'm not a huge fan of the clumpy lash. I like a more natural makeup look with maybe like a pop of like red on my lips or something like that. So I kept this wand and I used that, and I did my mascara today. I don't know if you can see it, but I think it looks pretty good for my first application. And the nice thing about also this being a cake is that I have an eyeliner brush, and so I was able to dip the eyeliner brush into that and also use it to try to apply eyeliner. It wasn't my best look. If you see in the close-up, it's probably like really messy, but like from far away, I think it looks fine. So this is really fun, and I've been really enjoying it, and I love the idea that I can use this until it's pretty much gone and then just replace the cake for it as opposed to buying a whole new product with all new packaging. So, because, you know, how many mascara tubes have I thrown away over the years is the question, because probably a lot, and it can get a little frustrating when you're just like, when it's the most common form of something, the most common way something can be packaged, and that's really wasteful to begin with. So I'm really excited to have something like this. The next thing I purchased is this lovely little rouge. So I also got this in a really bright red. I don't know what's up with me in the bright reds, because then I put them on my face and I'm like, ooh. But I still wear it, but it's just like, ooh, she's bright. So this is the color. It is definitely a very bright rougey red. I do have it on my cheeks, and I also did pat it onto my lips today. So that's another thing I like about all these products is, well, except for the Mickey Mouse, although I probably could use it as a blush. It is very bright. I think maybe I should have gone for, I think there was like a slightly duller color. But you know what, when you pat it in, especially if you're wearing some good moisturizer that has like something kind of creamy to blend with, then it actually goes on pretty well. And I do really like the color it gives my lips. It's definitely brighter than natural, but it still doesn't look like I'm wearing like a full lipstick. So I really enjoy this. It's like, it's a little tricky to figure out how much you need for it. Like I was like just slightly rubbing my finger in it and then going like this, and I was like, oh no, and like trying to rub it in as much as I could. But yeah, I mean, I think I've only used this makeup about twice so far, but the quality is great. It's just about figuring out the quantity at this point, which I think you can say with most makeup. You have to figure out how much mascara you need on the wand or how much blush you need on the brush, depending on how pigmented it can be. I know like my Glossier, I have a little, what are they called? The cloud paint for blush. First of all, that thing's impossible to get out of the tube without squirting all of it out of the top. And so you have to like gently do it and then dab your finger, and it's the same problem. So if it's super pigmented, you have to learn about your boundaries for it. Okay, so last but not least is the Mickey Mouse lipstick. So again, very bright Mickey Mouse red, as they call it. Loving the vintage packaging, the little bullet style lip, and then let's do a little swatch. And then here's the color. Just look at that color. It's crazy. It is so bright. I put it on one day. Actually, I put it on before I filmed my last video, and I had to like dab some of it off because I was not wearing really any other makeup, and it just looked so ridiculous. But I'm very excited to use this for like a day I want to like a really bright bold lip. A day I really want a nice bright bold lip, or if I do have to dress up, I think it would be really fun to kind of put this on there. So I was looking at their products. They have a few other lipsticks that I'm very tempted to get. I don't have that much lipstick, and I've really been into it recently since I do go for like a really like simple, more natural look on the eyes, and I don't usually wear a lot of foundation unless I'm having a bad breakout. Especially during the summer, I don't wear a lot of foundation because I just feel sweaty and gross all the time. And so a lipstick is kind of a nice way to elevate a more simple, less glam look. So I was looking at that and seeing if maybe I want to get a few more lipsticks from them. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever used this brand, or if you're interested in trying it after, you know, watching this video. Yeah, they're super cool, and I love the message, the minimal packaging, the women owned and operated, local USA. Cool. It's so cool. I love finding brands like this. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you later. Let's see if we can do the thing. What is it again? It's